What have been the consequences for a vehicle or a truck financier? We've been in constant dialogue with Mr. Umesh Revankar to understand that how life has changed for them and how life will not change for them. Umesh, fantastic to have you back. Thank you for joining us. Let's pick it up from where we left last time, where you said that, look, it's a new normal. There would be challenges in collections. There would be challenges in terms of the vehicle sales. Are things only getting tough, or have you managed to find a solution both in terms of giving fresh loans and also in terms of collections?
See, as far as the collection is concerned, most of our branches are open now. We are operating as per the local government's broad instruction. Many of the branches are opening between 8 to 1 o'clock. So we are maintaining whatever social distance is required, and with all safety, we are able to meet the customers. Basically, customers, there are walk-in customers, and wherever we have a pre-appointment with the customers, we are able to meet them. So the collections are taking place. But the only thing is, we need to really see how the business is improving for the customers. And many of the customers who were not operating, we are giving them the assurance that market has opened up, because many of them they do not know that market has opened up, and inter-district, interstate, interstate transportation, which was held back, is open. So people are coming into the market. So I think overall the normalcy is coming. Whether it is going to be new normal, we have to see. But most of the driver come owners who are running their own vehicle, they are into the business. The fleet operators who are dependent on drivers, they are not able to come to the market yet, because the drivers have not joined back. Even if they join back, there is a challenge for them to travel from their place to the place of the truck where it is parked. So the owner operator who normally parks the vehicle in front of his house, they are now able to run their business and mostly carry on essentials. And since now the essential and non-essential differentiation is relaxed totally, I think they can move. And maybe next 1 week will be a very interesting time to see how much they are able to access to all loading and unloading point, and they can move the truck. And as far as the new disbursement is concerned, since the RTOs are not open yet, because what is most important in our business is RTO has to open, the transfer of ownership has to happen, the endorsement or hypothecation has to be done on the RC book. Only then we can lend. So we have a huge pipeline case pertaining to March. So unless the RTO office start operating and complete the transactions, we will not be able to lend. So the pipeline cases are huge, and we are eagerly waiting for RTO to start functioning.
What should shareholders expect then? I mean, how should investors assess the situation? Because this is not normal business. Demand has got destroyed, supply and collections will get impacted. When will you think you will be able to give us a clarity on your guidance and how the collateral damage will be minimized?
I feel the business will resume in the fullest extent by mid-May, because all the production lines, manufacturings, all of them have to restart their business. And nearly 40% of the manufacturing activity has started from 20th. But only thing is for them to get back the labor force and start the operation with around 25 to 30% of the workforce minimum. That takes time. And once that happens, I think the normalcy will come. I don't think, as far as transportation industry is concerned, there will be much impact, because the piled up demand, the pent up demand will show up immediately, and there will be a lot of truck movement. And since everything is essential, as far as that any goods that moves on the truck or even railway is essential. If it is not essential, it would not have moved at all. So to that extent, I feel there will be huge pent-up demand, which will start showing from mid-May, and June should be a normal month, is what I feel.
Wanted to understand what's really happening on the moratorium, because there's still no word on the payments, the obligations by the NBFCs, while they are offering the moratorium to their customers. But do you not think if it can result in ALM mismatches? And also wanted to gauge from you how many of your customers have actually opted for the moratorium?
See, as far as the moratorium is concerned, it's a very open policy for the customer. That is what we have given is a very open policy. Everyone can accept, or have a moratorium on his repayment, but he can still opt to pay to reduce his interest component. Because even if he opts to for a moratorium, but if he keeps paying, then he need not pay the interest portion. So to that extent, some of the customer understand that it is better to keep paying rather than wait for 3 months, then start repaying. So many of the customers are continuing to pay, even in spite of the lockdown. The digital transactions are going up and they are paying. So for us, moratorium from the banks or from the mutual fund, we are yet to hear from them. And we should be able to service their loan or the term loan or whatever amount outstanding from our side, because we have sufficient liquidity as far as our company is concerned. But we are talking in general about all the companies put together, all NBFCs, small, big, medium. And some of them will have challenges because they would prefer to have a moratorium as the collections would be weak in the month of April and May. And without collection, servicing the loan to the bank would be a challenge. So these are all the basically a discussion and dialogue between banks and NBFC. We are seeking a moratorium for us, mainly because all NBFCs would not be in this same position. So we feel that a moratorium, since it's a global decision and announced across, and every customers are wanting to seek a moratorium, it should be given even to the NBFC so that there is no ALM mismatch.
Wanted to get your perspective and outlook on credit costs, and where is it that you see them headed towards the latter part of the year?
I think the credit cost, my understanding is what we do, the NBFC, we lend against asset, that is earning asset. So as long as the asset value do not deteriorate, credit cost will not be significant, because we lend around 65-70% of the asset value. And in the current scenario, when the new vehicles are not being sold, the likelihood of the vehicle value remaining same or even increasing is high. So the vehicle losing its value would be much low unless country goes into recession for a long time. Only then the asset value can go down. So I feel the asset value will appreciate. Therefore, the credit cost per se will be minimum. There could be some delayed payments, and the delayed payments need not be construed as credit cost. It could be just NPA, temporary, and it can be set right, or it can be corrected over the period as the normalcy comes.
Revankar, good to have you on the show, and thank you so much for giving us clarity on where things stand as of now with Shriram Transport and, of course, the overall sector for NBFCs per se as well. That's